This episode of Quality and Training Purposes is brought to you by Pints with Aquinas.
Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance.
Hello. Thank you for calling in to Joseph Prince Ministries. If you are calling for prayer today, please press 1. For all other call needs, please press 2. And our next available ministry representative will attend to you shortly. Have a blessed day. Do check out our website for a complete listing of broadcast networks and airtimes.
Okay, well, that did not work. Let's try that again.
Hi, good morning, New Creation Church.
Hello, my name is James. Can I just check? It said this call was being recorded?
Yes, it is.
No, that's all good. So I work for a man. Hello, I work for a guy called Matt Fradd. He's in America, and he runs a Catholic YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it's called Pints with Aquinas. And he would like to do some interviews with different big evangelical leaders. And I think mostly he's been looking at American ones. But my personal favorite evangelical person is Joseph Prince. He's the most charismatic man I've ever seen. Do you know what I mean?
All right.
I would watch him on the Australian Christian TV stations on Foxtel. That's our cable television. And he would come on with that hair and those jackets and the way he speaks is so resonant.
Right.
And then I looked up how old he was. Right. He's 60. He doesn't look 60. He looks...
Yep, he just turned 60.
He looks incredible.
Yes.
So I don't know how to organize this interview. I mean, you can look it up. It's called Pints with Aquinas is the show. He just went on Ben Shapiro. That went a bit viral. And he also just got hit with a bicycle. That was another viral video that Matt Fradd did. But if there's any way that I could form a connection here and get that interview to happen, we would love it.
Okay, so James, maybe I can just guide you to how you can do it. So maybe you can just go to our New Creation Church website.
Yep.
I believe maybe that's where you get the contact us, the number.
Yep.
Yeah, so over at our website, there is an online form. You will see under contact us, right? There is an online inquiry form.
Yep.
Are you there? Yeah. Just fill up the form, and in the inquiry box, right, just briefly share with us what you have shared earlier, and then we will forward to the respective department for them to follow up with you.
Yeah. I guess my only fear is that when you do an online form or an email thing, you'd be so inundated with people writing to you that it might get lost. And so I fear I'll do that.
Don't worry. Yes. So what I can do is I can inform the team that you have called, and then you will be writing in. All right?
Is the church there is it in Singapore?
Yes. That's the only one in Singapore. That's correct.
But that's where Mr. Prince comes and does the preaching is in Singapore at that church. Which I don't know how you've managed to build that in Singapore because it looks enormous on television, and Singapore is a teeny tiny little island. I don't know if it's underground or what.
Right, that's right.
It's like a stadium.
No. Yes. So it's actually in a theater. So it's a performing arts center.
Oh, right.
So in the auditorium itself, it holds up to 5,000 packs in the theater. So on the regular Sunday, we will run a few services on the same day.
Is it hard to get into that first session? Do you have to buy tickets? I'm not. If I was in Singapore and I wanted to come and have a look.
No, you can just walk in. Yeah, you can just walk in. So if you're coming from overseas, either if you want to inform us earlier that you are coming so we can host you, or you can just come and walk in. There will be ambassadors on the ground.
Yep.
So you can just approach them to tell them that, this is my first time coming. You're most welcome to host you on that day itself too.
Do you think it would help my chances of getting this interview off the ground if I flew to Singapore? and I could talk to someone there and just show that I'm not
I think
insane.
it would be best that. Yeah, so it's okay. I think you can just write in first, because I do not know how what is the need. So maybe you can just go ahead and write in first and let them respond to you first.
Okay, I will do that but I would like a trip to
However,
Singapore.
we will most welcome. Yeah, we will most welcome that if you can come. Yeah,
I would love
that would
to.
be great.
Because honestly, if I can make it seem like that's an important work trip, but actually I just get to go to Singapore for a couple of days. Listen, I got these young kids. I love them so much. They are so loud. We have a baby who's teething, and now would just be a really good time for me to have an emergency work trip to Singapore. Do you know what I mean? And I would love to see the Tiger Balm.
Sure.
I'm told that the guy who made Tiger Balm is in Singapore, and he's got like an amusement park for Tiger Balm ointment. That's just what I've heard.
You mean the yes, you're right. So it's called Huapa Villa.
It's a well-known thing.
It's not it's not exactly a theme park per se, but it's more like attractions. Like you can go, you can see how there are many displays.
Yeah. I'm told that he had a vision
but
of like,
but
the man who invented the Tiger Balm ointment had a spiritual, had some sort of vision and has made statues about it. That's what I heard.
So you can look it up at the website as well. I think they do have a website.
Oh, well, there's a number of things. Look, if I can turn this into a trip for me to go to Singapore, that would be excellent. Because you've got to go to Singapore if you're going anywhere else, right? So it would be, but then people just go to the airport, and I'm told the airport's very nice, and then you fly off. But there must be great things in Singapore to see. Not least of which Joseph Prince. I want tips on the hair. I want dress tips. I want tips on speaking. He's so resonant the way he speaks. I love it. I'm gonna write that email. We're gonna try and make this happen. Getting Matt over there. It's gonna be wonderful. I really appreciate all the effort and time you've given me today. And if I make it over there to Singapore, I'll thank you in person.
Right. Thank you so much, James. Yeah. So, James, before you go, maybe I just verify the email one more time with you.
Yeah,
I will just read out. All right.
And
Okay,
I
great.
think Matt
Nice talking
is
to you,
actually
James.
coming to Australia soon, potentially, so he could fly via Singapore, and then that would be so easy. But obviously, I want to build in a stage for me to come to Singapore if at all possible. I've never been. I don't think. I flew to.
Right.
I went to like the Abu Dhabi airport the other time, and I did not care for that airport. I want to go to the Singapore airport.
Right. Wow. Well, great to have you here. We just can't wait. So glad to see that, Pastor Prince's message has spoken to you.
Yep.
That you have heard the word of God. And I think that is so life transforming with every message that you hear. So it will be great to see you soon. All right.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm Catholic and Matt's a Catholic, but I've found the scriptural exegesis to be very prescient. But also, Mr. Prince's voice is so exciting and his look is so interesting. Sometimes I go, I don't know how much I'm listening and how much I'm just absorbed by how charismatic he is. But I think he seems like a very intelligent man who does very close readings. And I think if we were able to get that interview up, there would be really interesting back and forward.
All right. So great. So glad that you have speak so well of him on behalf of Pastor Prince. I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, well, because mostly it's just these Americans shouting at you in a really unpleasant way. Do you know what I mean? Like when you get when I'm watching the channel and it's just an American guy, just like really over the top, waving of the hands. There's nothing terrifically cerebral about it. But when I see him do it, I go, hold on now. That's a man I could get behind. Or at least have a constructive conversation with.
Okay.
I really appreciate your time. I won't hold you any longer. You have a wonderful day, and I hope to talk to you soon. I'll send that email through.
Yep, same to you.
God bless.
Right, sure. Thank you so much for calling in, James. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.